Hi, this is Carolina Millan, and in today's video I'm going to share with you the 5 most powerful lessons that I have learned from Grant Cardone. So stay until the end of the video. If this is the first time you watch any of my videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the notifications bell so you never miss a thing if you're watching on YouTube, and if you're on Facebook or any other social media, hit the follow button, any button that allows you to connect with me. Your support means a lot to me, and that is what allows me to continue to generate free content for you, where I talk about marketing, sales, mindset, entrepreneurship, and any experiences that I want to share with you through, of course, my life. This is my mission, to empower other entrepreneurs, and I hope you really enjoy this video. Now, before we dive into the content and the reason I'm wearing my 10X hat today and everything, I have a very special invitation for you. Grant Cardone and his team, they invited me to become an affiliate to promote his upcoming Unbreakable Challenge. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, but if you're watching it in early 2023, end of 2022, or whenever you're watching it, this is gonna be a 5-day virtual event, free, 100% free, where he's going to share with you his framework to build an unbreakable business that will thrive and explode in sales and profits even during times of crisis like the times we're living in right now. So if you want to register for this free event and support me, of course, as an affiliate, there's going to be a link in the description of this video and also showing up here on the screen. If you're watching this on YouTube, there's going to be a link popping up in the corners. Just make sure you click that link, get yourself registered, and then come back and watch this video. I'm going to give you a few minutes, or you don't need a few minutes. I'm going to give you a couple seconds for you to do that. Alright, so now that you're registered, let's talk about the 5 lessons I've learned from Grant Cardone. Lesson number 1, and this, well, it was hard to only pick 5 lessons, but I don't want to make a 2-hour video, so it was really hard, but this one is very important. Money follows attention. Have you ever wondered why Grant Cardone seems to be everywhere? If you're online, if you consume any type of business content or entrepreneurial content, then it's very possible that you have seen Grant's content somewhere. He produces a lot of it. Why? Because he understands that attention, having people's eyeballs in front of you, generates money. Money follows attention. So if you can get people's attention, if you can build a big enough audience, a big enough community, and if you get their attention, but you keep their attention, which is also very important. It's not just about getting attention with like a random stunt. No, you want to get and keep that attention. And for you to do that, you need to generate content that is valuable, that is useful, that people care about, that people want to go back and see. If you do that, then you start generating money. You're able to monetize that audience. So that is one thing. But the other thing is advertising. So one thing is generating attention organically through content, which he does really well. And the next thing is advertising. Pay to get that attention, which is the wonderful thing about the internet. You are literally a couple of clicks away from launching an ad that is going to be shown to your ideal client. Get as many eyeballs as possible, because if you remain in obscurity, nobody's going to find you, nobody's going to know about you, nobody's going to know about your products, your services, and then how are you going to generate any money at all? So number 1, money follows attention. So you might as well start generating it. Lesson number 2, this one is important as well. Well, they all are. Put your money to work. He has like a very funny way of talking about this. It's like, I want my money to generate babies, right? I want this $50 bill to go and breathe and have baby at $10, $100 bills, right? So what this means is when you make money, instead of spending it all and upgrading your lifestyle, you want to take that money and put it back into the system, into the financial system, or into a business or something that is going to generate more, what? Cash flow, okay? So you want to generate cash flow from your investments, which means That money that you made, you're not gonna go and spend it on silly things. You're going to reinvest it either back into the business that generated it in the first place, or into investments that can generate passive income and eventually financial freedom. So remember this as well. Money is not king. Cash flow is king. This is another one of his lessons, but it doesn't count as lesson number 3 because I have too many. But remember, cash flow is king. So you need to constantly be generating sales and taking the money, taking the income from your business and putting it to work. Put your money to work. Make your money make you more money. Don't just save the money. Don't just keep it in your bank account. And this is something that I remember he shared with me a really long time ago, which is becoming illiquid. What this means is don't have a bunch of cash just sitting there doing nothing unless you're saving for a specific investment that you're looking to make. But otherwise, put your money into assets that are gonna generate cash flow and make your money multiply. Don't just save it, use it, put it to work. Lesson number 3, and this is actually the title of one of his books, which I have right here. Be obsessed or be average. Be obsessed or be average. What this means is, and there's a whole book about it, by the way. I mean, you must read this book. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you to get it. But what this means is when you want to achieve something in your life, you're not going to just dabble into it. You're not going to be like, yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna give this other thing another try and suffer from shiny object syndrome. What you wanna do is get really obsessed with your goals, with your passions, and go all in, which also has a lot to do, of course, with the 10x mentality, the 10x mindset, which is give it your all to everything. Become obsessed. Set big enough goals for yourself. And one thing I remember, and sometimes I don't know if I read it in this book or in the 10x rule, right? But you shouldn't settle for second place, third place, 10th place. You should always go after the big goal. So set big enough goals for yourself. This is key. Become obsessed with your dreams. Become obsessed with being a kind person, with being a great person, with being a great individual, a great human being, a great leader, a great business owner. If you get obsessed with something, then everything else becomes irrelevant. You'll be able to focus, really focus. And if you're wondering why you haven't achieved the things you want to achieve in your life, it's because you haven't treated them seriously enough. You are not obsessed. You're being mediocre, you're being average, as most, average people who only dream and talk about their dreams, but they never really do anything. So being obsessed also requires to make a lot of sacrifices. It requires you to stop making excuses, okay? It requires you to probably stop partying and drinking and a bunch of other bad habits that don't contribute to your end goal. So, my friend, be obsessed or be average. Lesson number 4. Number 4 is an important one. Have multiple products to offer. Now, Grant Cardone is always saying you cannot build like a successful, big, thriving business on just one product. Build multiple products that you can offer people, multiple solutions. That's why you don't want to have, for example, if you're in the coaching space or in the info product space like I am, you don't want to have just one product, just one online course that you sell. Because sometimes people are gonna come to you and they're gonna be like, hey, that was a great course. What else you got? Like, I love this course. I love this coaching program. What else can I buy? What else can I get from you? And if you don't give that solution to them, trust me, they're going to find it somewhere else. This is something I learned the hard way as well myself. At the beginning of my online business career, I only had like 1 or 2 products that I was offering. And then I realized that if I didn't provide the next logical step to my client, this is the next step you need to take, this is the next product you need, this is the next service you should be hiring, they would go and find it elsewhere. So if you don't want this to happen to you, you need to create a suite of products that you can offer, multiple products. Now, here's my advice. Start with one. Yes, start with one. Figure it out. Get some sales. Build it up, automate it, and then start building more products. But you don't want to have just one offer, just one product. Now, the mistake that some people make is they want to start with 100 offers immediately. And that's not something everyone can do. You need a lot of capital for that, especially if you're in the e-commerce space. So start with one product, but immediately figure out what's going to be your business plan and how you're going to be launching the next few products over time so that you can build a business that has diversity and offers for the people that are coming to you. And lesson number 5, this is probably the most important one, my friend. Be the most dependable person. Could be dependable, reliable, trustworthy, but be somebody that people can trust. If you have lost your trust in yourself, actually you gotta start with yourself. If you don't trust yourself, other people won't. How do you lose trust in yourself? When you break the promises you make to yourself. That is lack of integrity. When you make a promise to yourself and you don't keep it. So if you don't keep your own promises, how are you going to keep promises you make for other people, for your clients, for your business partners, for your team, for your family? Be the most dependable person. Be somebody that people can trust, where people know that if they go to you, they can trust you, that you're not going to break that trust. Because believe me, your credibility, your trust, if you break that, it takes a second to be broken, but it can take years, decades to be built back up. So be the most dependable person. Again, it starts with you. Maybe there are some bad habits you need to get rid of. Maybe there are some changes you need to make about yourself, about your personality, about the way you react to things, about the leader that you are. What is that highest vision that you have for yourself? And what are you doing every day to get 100% or at least 1% closer to that vision? How can you get 1% better every day and closer to that vision? Again, restore your trust in yourself first. Quit the bad habits, bad relationships. Surround yourself with people who are going to empower you and inspire you to rise, to become that better person, that higher vision of yourself. Be the most dependable person. All right, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a comment here below, hit the like button, and remember, subscribe to the channel and register for the Unbreakable Challenge. Again, depending on when you're watching this video, it might already be over or not, but there's gonna be a link in the description and also popping up here somewhere around the video for you to register right now. It is 100% free to participate in, and you're going to get the tools and the knowledge that you need, the strategies, the roadmap, the framework to explode your sales and your profits even in a time of crisis. You want to be prepared for what's coming. If you are a business owner, if you want to become one, this event is for you. Go ahead, click the link somewhere on this video in the description. I hope to see you in the challenge. And again, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next video.